Hello there, welcome to the Web News with our pick of the stories making the online headlines. Coming up on today's show, the Los Angeles Police Department under scrutiny from American web users. Spanish students protest against changes to higher education degrees. And global ship traffic seen from space. These images have gone viral since appearing on Facebook Sunday, March the 1st. The amateur video footage, which has racked up over 4 million views, shows a violent altercation between a homeless man and several police officers on Skid Row in downtown Los Angeles. During the scuffle, the man, known locally as Africa, was wrestled to the ground, and at some point, reportedly, there was a struggle over one of the officers' weapons. It was at this point the officers resorted to deadly force, and Africa was shot dead. The incident has sparked lively commentary online. Americans have taken to social networks in their droves, voicing their outrage over what they see as yet another case of police brutality. Many have been posting under the Skid Row or LAPD shooting hashtags, challenging the official version of events proffered by the police involved in the shooting of the homeless man, saying it seems quite obvious they used excessive force. There has been widespread criticism and strong condemnation of the Los Angeles Police Department, and web users have also been using the "they called him Africa" keywords, paying tribute to Sunday's victim and urging their fellow citizens to do the same. And a group of activists held a vigil in downtown Los Angeles on Sunday night. Several dozen people gathered to pay their respects and to demand answers from local authorities, calling for a prompt and full investigation into the LAPD's fatal shooting of a homeless man. Thousands of Spanish students took part in street demonstrations in major cities across the country last week to protest against a measure passed early February. The so-called 3+2 system changes the length of bachelor's and master's degree programs, reducing bachelor's programs from 4 to 3 years, and increasing the next level, the master's courses, from 1 year to 2. The university degree changes have been met with much opposition online. This online petition is proving extremely successful. Demanding the authorities revoke their law immediately, it's already drawn some 140,000 signatures. It also suggests the new measure will only benefit the wealthy, as it places a financial burden on those looking to pursue postgraduate degrees. There's a similar sentiment on Twitter, where opponents of the higher education reforms have been voicing their disapproval under the No al Tresmas Dos hashtag, meaning no to 3+2. Microbloggers also feel the legislation constitutes a step towards the privatisation of higher education and are vowing to fight for public education and equality. The Education Ministry wholly rejects these allegations and has argued via the online version of Spanish daily El Mundo that 90% of professions don't require a master's, so making the bachelor's course more accessible should be of benefit to the majority of Spanish students. The government also reminds people that the reforms are not mandatory, and it's up to the universities to decide whether or not they apply the changes or keep the old system. A new viral craze is sweeping Saudi Arabia. It's called ghost driving and involves driverless cars. So we're seeing all sorts of weird, wacky and wonderful clips emerging on social networks, with people sitting on the roof of the car or being pulled along while sitting on a rug, for example. This new trend is drawing new enthusiasts in Saudi Arabia by the day. You can see for yourself by looking for ghost driving videos on all good video sharing platforms. This video has certainly got web users wondering since appearing online February 27th. Reportedly filmed by some Swedish tourists visiting London, it claims to show a naked man climbing out of a window at Buckingham Palace and sliding down the wall on several bedsheets that have been knotted together before losing his grip and falling to the ground from quite a height. There has been much online debate over whether the footage is real. Experts that have been studying the video say it's an elaborate hoax and the result of some pretty nifty editing. So what would comic book superheroes look like if they had average bodies? This series has shown them without the gravity-defying breasts and tiny waists or bulging biceps and washboard abs. And the aim is to visualize to what extent superheroes' body type are fictional. You can take a closer look at this original initiative on bulimia.com. This video shows a week of ship traffic on the Seven Seas seen from space. Using satellite data, it highlights the busy lanes of good transport, the Strait of Gibraltar, for example, the Suez Canal and also the Panama Canal, which connect the continents. Head to YouTube for a more detailed glimpse.